Wait. If your radio got destroyed like this, you can always buy another one and replace it, right? But what if I told you there is a radio that can never be replaced? No amount of money, no amount of technology, and no amount of power can ever replace this radio. Achievers, what you're about to witness is the unbelievable, shocking, sad, painful, yet inspiring story of Mowzey Radio, the human radio that has ever lived.
My music story is a wonderful one.
If sometimes you sit there and feel like your dreams will never come true, this is the story you need to hear. And it is going to prove to you that your life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced.
Warning: the following film contains graphic content that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Disclosure: the events and experiences depicted in this film are based on publicly available information and reports.
It is a bit sensitive, sad, lonely, and a little depressing, but I need you to stay with me. Are you still here? This is the unbelievable story of Mozes, also known as Mowzey Radio.
If you met God somewhere, like he's sitting in his chair and he asked you, Moses, what do you want?
Mowzey Radio was not born to a billionaire like Elon Musk.
My mom, she was a food vendor, selling food, and my dad a truck driver.
They did not have a lot of money, but somehow Mowzey Radio managed to get through school.
She has to ask me to sing for them, then they clap for me, she buys me gifts and all. Wow.
Growing up, Mowzey Radio was very talented and wanted to be a music superstar. As a child, he used to sing for his mother and her guests.
When I was a little child, my mother used to ask me to learn some songs, some Luganda songs, and sing for her, like the whole song without missing a word.
Koko koko gula omunange mbwangu, Fredi mno onze mpita, naba wanu kavayo.
Koko gula omunange mbwangu, Fredi mno onze mpita, naba wanu kavula otomonya wanyanga.
I used to sing like Fred Sebata's albums, like almost all of them.
He had an audience of 2 to 5 people, but he always sang his soul out. As Mowzey Radio became older, he wanted to even chase his long life dream of wanting to be a musician. The problem was Mowzey Radio had no opportunity to make his dream a reality.
Yatukiri abantu mangi. Radio yali ayimba ebintu bingi. Kubanga radio kujje wange yasooka ate mu Eagles production. Lwakuba Eagles tebamuwa kutuwe.
But they really suffered a bit, I tell you.
Kubanga yajja ayimba bulala, yajja ayina byayimba, ne tubina kyalinga, ne tubikyusa.
As he was exposed more to city life, he started miming songs of artists like R. Kelly and Joe Thomas. Mowzey Radio had no money to record his own songs, but he had this burning desire and passion for music. But at the time of his life, music could not bring food on the table because nobody knew him. This was a scary journey to take since there was no way he would make a living doing music. The mind battle between wanting to follow his dream and having dinner that day just couldn't stop. This was very frustrating and discouraging for him. So he resorted to cutting hair at his brother's salon.
There's a barber there, very good one. I can shave your head in a good one.
You see, sometimes you can never know where blessings and opportunity come from, but this one day a popular musician called Chaga passed by their salon to get his hair cut. Chaga also happened to be friends and a singing partner with one of Africa's biggest artists called Chameleon.
Kati unaku lumuna deo ku saluni eyo nensanga Mowzey nga akubba ekifaananyi kyange nga naatera okimala nga akitimbe wali bulungi nnyo ali mukunkuma naye nga nkubye na peni nga wenfaanana.
I met him in Deva there. I was working at a barber shop, my brother's barber shop.
Ne mugamba atuyimbiramu.
Mowzey Radio grabbed this opportunity to showcase his God-given talent of singing.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture?
Like Eminem, Mowzey Radio had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything he had ever wanted in that one moment.
Now, of course, I sang for Chaga a couple of songs.
Namu okutu nempuliriza nemwagala nnyo netutandika.
Indeed, he sang his lungs out for Chaga. Chaga was very, very impressed by the talent of the young man.
Ndoza Chaga nalabanga radio ali so talented. Namuletewa Chameleon.
So Chaga ni mwachaga netwetaga yu vocalist Real Island. Chaga nanga no mwana gwe nasanze ku saluni mu Ndeba nonga yita Mozes Kinti. Mozes Kinti, yes.
There was a show at Resort Beach. I think it was Firebase versus Real Island. Before Chameleon gets on stage, Chaga calls me and introduces me to Chameleon. He says, "This is the boy I was telling you about."
Chameleon gave Mowzey Radio a day to meet with him.
What? He melted my heart, man. Big up on yourself, Joseph Mayanja, man. You're a great choir.
When Mowzey Radio got at the gate, the gentleman at the gate told him to come back later because Chameleon was sleeping. But before he left, Mowzey Radio handed over a piece of paper to the gentleman at the gate. And this piece of paper had a pen drawing he had done of Chameleon. He asked the gentleman to hand over that particular piece of paper to Chameleon when he wakes up. When the gentleman at the gate saw the drawing, he just couldn't hide his excitement and happiness. He was impressed. The gentleman was very excited in that he ran inside the house to wake up Chameleon. Chameleon woke up, and when he saw the artwork, he was very, very amazed. He could not believe that this boy was also talented in the visual arts.
He can draw you with a pen, no pencil, no rabbit.
And say, "Is it you who drew this picture?"
Chameleon was impressed by this boy in that he took Mowzey Radio in studio that same day. Mowzey Radio got his first song recorded by Chameleon in studio.
Naimba kaimba kabaita Jeniffer. Jeniffer jagalo zine
Zina kalimira wali.
He later on became Chameleon's backup singer. He wasn't just a backup singer, but he also helped Chameleon in running errands.
Na ifsera ina safu ya inalimvuga. Ngirokera kumachanga safu etukula bitya. Nembuza ani alize modokini wangani Mowzey Radio yagikoze iki. Manya Mozes Kid yagozeza.
This is where he also met Chameleon's brother called Weasel. Weasel also happened to be a musician.
That's how I met radio.
Weasel and Mowzey Radio became very tight friends. They even started living together. So one day, Mowzey Radio and Weasel were homeboard. Weasel suggested that they take a walk to some studio. They went to visit O.S. Suna, an artist who happened to own a studio. O.S. Suna had this amazing instrumental he had done for some singers, but these musicians weren't doing justice to the beat. They did a song called Napudata. However, they feared releasing the song. So when Chameleon was away on a trip, Mowzey Radio and Weasel released the song with the help of O.S. Suna, who happened to be an established artist then. This was the day that would change their entire life. The song had completely a new sound from what the Ugandan music industry had. You see, by that time, the Ugandan music industry mostly had Afrobeat that imitated much more of Congolese music. Now, this new sound was a bit urban. It had some uptown urban vibe to it. The song took over the country by storm.
It was so good for you, huh?
The song won them an award for Song of the Year. From that day on, every song they released was a hit.
It's a good life, man.
Before you say thank you for the first one, there's another one, you know.
So blessings
thanks
on
and praise to the
blessings.
Almighty One who makes it happen. We're just a vessel. So much is yet to happen, you know.
Magic. Juicy, like T-Bone steady. Juicy, juicy.
Because there's a way he performs on stage, and there's a way you complement each other, like bread and butter, bread and butter, right?
And then when also your prayers are answered, they also get answered too fast.
And for the next 10 years, these two were releasing hit after hit. No artist in Uganda has more hits than Radio and Weasel. The songs like Potential, Ability, Talk, and so much more. And when it came to Mowzey Radio's writing skills,
Who would write? That's what sometimes we would spend like all night just writing. Pulling up a movie night, you're writing and recording.
Ian Ortega of the Daily Monitor said it best. Mowzey Radio had shown his potential, the world had testified to his ability, and all was left was for his haters to talk and talk. They did songs that appealed to people all over the world. They did collaborations with Nigeria's Wizkid, Kenya's Amani, South Africa's PJ Powers, Zambia's Ozzy, and they have shared stage with Nigeria's P Square. BET nominated them for the Best International Artist Africa category. And were the first Ugandans to be nominated in an international award. They put local Ugandan music on international stages. London, Dubai, Nigeria, Kenya, Rwanda, America. They have exported the goodness of Ugandan culture. The poetry, rhyme, playfulness and simplicity, yet depth in the song lyrics, made their music not just sweet to the ears, but warm to the soul. The richness in language of Mowzey Radio's lyrics and storytelling abilities. Mowzey Radio was awarded Songwriter of the Year in the High People Awards. He has written hit songs for Ugandan's biggest artists, including Raymond Namakula, Irene Mutale, B2C, Juliana Kanyomozi, Lydia Jasmine, Winnie Nwaji, Lillian Babazi, and so much more.
Your love is so original. So original, so original.
Mowzey ampako ne ku ssente enkalu namugamba ondwisizaalo njagenda mu banka tebannagalawo nja kufuna emitwalo 2 gye nanga oyagala ssente zange nemwate nez'amafuta nez'okutambuza embeera nanga kwata ssente wano tova wano.
On a personal level, Mowzey Radio is said to be a man who gave wholeheartedly, expecting nothing in return. A hard-working soul that worked his butt off.
Mowzey recordinganga ennyimba 3-2 oba 1. Teri olunaku lwacha nga takozeeyo oluyimba.
As Uganda continues to struggle with human rights abuses, corruption, a broken health system, and inadequate education, it's unfortunate to see many popular artists today have chosen to prioritize money over speaking out against these injustices.
We live in a country where people are either paid off to shut up or shy away from speaking up for the voiceless.
It is very sad that the music is kind of dying. The art is tending towards, money. We are singing what people want to hear. We are not singing what we are supposed to sing.
Despite the risks and pressures to keep quiet, he stood out among his peers as a true voice of the voiceless.
Make this world a better place. Let's stem this world.
Mowzey Radio used his voice to speak against the corruption in the country of Uganda.
As we are commercial, at the same time we still want to portray a message behind our commercial music. Now we beg that all the other artists can embrace that, not just sing what the other people want to listen to.
Even though in the earlier days of his career, he also fell for the trap of money, participating in a song sponsored by the dictatorial military government, he later realized the importance of standing up for those down on their knees.
How you go through life, what you go through, so many other people go through it. And if you talk about it, so many other people don't have the time to listen to you. But if you sing it, everybody wants to listen.
He spoke against the poor health system in Uganda that kills over 16 mothers every day.
Say what exactly you have to say, because you are a musician, you are mouthpiece, we have to listen to you.
Sadly, not all his peers share his courage and conviction. Instead, many have chosen to stay silent, to keep their heads down, and to focus on their own success and wealth. They have chosen to ignore the plight of the people and turn a blind eye to the injustices around them.
Mowzey Radio gave a little more than he could take. He had an understanding of the pain, the struggle, the cries of the weak.
But Mowzey Radio's legacy lives on as a true inspiration and a reminder of what it means to be an artist, and that is to be a voice of the voiceless, to speak the truth to power and fight for a better future. His music, his spirit and his message will always be remembered as a shining example of what it means to be truly a great artist who puts people's polite first and recognize the importance of using their platform to speak up for those who can't.
I think this guy is sent by God. This guy is an angel. In fact, I used to call him a prophet. And I'm a prophet, Chilelo prophet. I used to get into things that just happen,
Could he have prophesied or predicted his death?
Questions and controversies swirl around the untimely death of Mowzey Radio.
In the song Wachitokula, he's depicted badly beaten, heavily wounded, lying on the floor, struggling for his life.
Rumors and speculations run rampant, with many pointing fingers and raising suspicions about the true cause of his death.
We walk into the bar around 5:30.
When we last talked to him, Zali says now we're he was okay.
He got very angry. I think they said something agitating to him. I don't really know. So he gets the whiskey and starts, he pours around the people who are there, especially the manager who was in front. So I told Pamela and Redu, let's go. On the way out, when we're almost reaching towards the door, then there's this one tall guy who comes from behind shouting, you have disrespected the owner of the bar. How can you embarrass him in his own bar? So he snatches a radio from Pamela by force. It was very fast, lifted him up and threw him down. And I heard him hit his head. So when I shouted, you have hit his head, this Troy, he decided to run away, and everybody scattered.
The pain and heartache was palpable as Mowzey Radio's limp body was rushed to St. Emmanuel Hospital. But instead of finding medical attention he desperately needed, they were met with heartbreaking delay in the treatment.
So we reached Entebbe Emmanuel Hospital, and there was a bit of delay. You know, the doctors don't react very fast, and this is a very bad thing in Uganda.
Even when the doctors finally attended to him, they focused on providing water drips instead of addressing the severe skull condition that lay at the root of his condition.
They put drips on him and all that stuff, but I told the doctor I had him knock the head.
The pleas of his loved ones and the explanation of the extent of the injuries fell on deaf ears as doctors insisted on providing water drips, turning a blind eye to the gravity of the situation.
Kati ngenda okulaba echupa gye bamutaddeko ku mukono amazzi nezivaako nange. So what the fuck are you doing with this thing, just running the bill?
It's as if the hospital saw this as an opportunity for financial gain rather than a chance to save a life.
I told him people who black out don't have eyes like that.
Those who saw him reported that he was not lying in a pool of blood as expected, but rather in a pool of slimy and watery substance.
In a pool of
like not tears but some greasy substance.
From here to about there, long Then I just knew setbacks, your boy.
It is a sight that will forever be etched in their memory.
Nembuza doctor yali amukutemu ku mukono, nemugamba, can you hear me? How bad is it? Can you hear me? Nagama, when you speak, he squeezes my hand.
So I tell the doctor that he's not blacked out. He referred me to Nsambia.
So me, superstitiously, I believe I'll get a Nsambia takola chitaona.
As Mowzey Radio was being transferred from his hospital bed to the ambulance, a glimmer of hope emerged. He suddenly sat up and looked around as if he had been given a second chance at life.
So when I'm holding mukuteno bwenti, ngendo kulira weight evaako ku mukono gwange. Weight evaako neyetuuza bwati. Kati bwatuula bwati katanda azzeemu kati. Yatuula properly.
His close friend John Miles desperately tried to communicate with him to hear his last words.
Sembera wano kunkutu wati mu whispering ngiremu. Nadamu nakola nnyo bwati like frustration bwe tokiraba.
Yeah, like annoyed boy.
Yeah, I got the kitchen mpulira ebikoma wano.
John Miles insisted on wanting to hear what Mowzey Radio wanted to tell him.
But he was about to say something and was ategedde sitegera kyagamba. He was about to say something, you know, like, leave him. Nemuleka nembatunuulira. Kati namukwata wana ninga mubuuza, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Then akola what? Mpola amaaso ne gamitinga. Nagage. Wash. We gamitinga wegati. He namukuba. Nava ku katanda.
Mowzey.
Nava kwe. Nayimirira. Oh, abantu ne bakuba endulu. Hey, he's back.
Those around him were filled with hope and tears of joy, but it was short-lived as he fell back on the bed, unable to speak or move.
It was like he wanted to run. Kati akola step bwati, that was his last step. Ne bamukwata. Oh, he can't. Then on the round.
John Miles insisted on wanting to hear what Mowzey Radio wanted to tell him.
Because I was wondering if she's only associated with poison. When natuuka ku luggi wet, the driver nankona ko bwati like yagamba, you go with him. He insisted, I have space, go with him. Wash ne mulaba nga ava munda yavayo nagamba, he's vomited. I wanted to see what was going on.
But he was blocked from entering and never got a chance to hear his last words.
Could not allow Radio to come alone in the ambulance.
From Emmanuel Hospital, Radio was rushed to Nsambia Hospital, but for some reason, the doctors declined to admit him.
But one said nurse agambia she cannot admit nti balese Mowzey nga mufu. The nurse in Zambia. That's why they couldn't keep him there.
The doctor told me the IC was full and they could not take care of him there. We need to refer him to another hospital.
He was then taken to Case Hospital in Kampala and put in the intensive care unit.
Every second felt like an eternity as his loved ones and fans waited anxiously for the news of his condition.
There was a voice note of a woman claiming to be a nurse at Case Clinic, claiming that Radio had been brought at the facility, already dead.
Radio bamuleta wano nga yafudde dda. Yali yafudde dda. Era ndabuuza Dr. John ne mugamba lwaki nongoosa omuntu eyafudde dda. Kuba nze nali simanyi nti nno muyimbi.
However, Case Clinic denied the allegation. It says that person whose voice note was moving around was not their employee.
But it seems that the truth may be elusive and the questions surrounding Mowzey Radio's death may never be fully answered.
Kamera ne batugamba zaali zaaka-installingibwa tebalina recording.
As the investigation continues, the public awaits answers and closure.
There are reports that no family member or friend ever saw him again until he was pronounced dead a week later.
We drive to Case Hospital and of course they take him into for a scan, found out what I was talking about was the truth.
The killer has been captured, but some suspect that the killing was not a random act, but rather a result of a planned, executed plot. But amid these controversies and unanswered questions, one thing is certain. The loss of Mowzey Radio is a tragedy that has left a gaping hole in the hearts of his family, friends, fans, and the nation.
It was reported that
on Thursday, February 1st, Mowzey Radio went to be with the Lord. The country went in shock.
As the funeral procession makes its way through the streets, the crowds grow larger and larger. Thousands have come to pay their last respects to Mowzey Radio, a beloved artist and culture icon. The somber march to Rubaga Cathedral is a testament to the impact he had on so many lives. Inside the cathedral, the atmosphere is heavy with grief and sadness. People cry openly, including his mother, children who are inconsolable in their loss. Even his singing partner, who shared so many stage and studio moments with him, is unable to speak through their tears.
Mowzey Radio ate muganda wange twatandika ffenna nga tetulina kyetulinawo ne twesuubiza eggulu n'ensi. Tusaba bannaffe bakulembeze baffe, tusaba kale leero tumanye radio ani yamusse era lwaki bamusse. Tusaba kuba tumanyi obusobozi bwe buli bangi abattibwa mu buzikiza.
As the service comes to close, Mowzey Radio's body is taken to one final journey. To his ancestral burial ground in Nakauka. The crowds have even grown larger, with hundreds of thousands lining up in the streets, wanting to say goodbye to the fallen soldier. The burial site is a mix of tears and celebration. People mourn the loss of Mowzey Radio, but also celebrate his life and the memories he has left behind. As he is laid to rest in an army camouflage, The nation mourns the loss of a true hero, but takes comfort in the legacy he has left behind. Mowzey Radio may be gone, but his music, his voice, and his spirit will live on forever. Rest in peace, Mowzey Radio.
He died at only 33 years of age.
It is very hard to bear the pain of losing Mowzey Radio. Mowzey Radio was not just a musician. To some, he was a father.
Chenjo bagamba nti radio yajjanga malayika n'akola bye yakola, then Katonda n'amuna n'amuyita n'amuzzaayo.
To others, he was a mentor. To the young, he was inspiration. To Uganda, he was monumental.
East Africa. We are all Africans, you know.
Africa lost a music genius, a soldier, a poet, and a legend.
These small boundaries should not really bar us from experiencing what Africa is really made of.
Despite his death, in the hearts of many, his presence, legacy, and power still lives on. Mowzey Radio is proof that not every broken radio can be replaced. Mowzey Radio didn't leave us. Mowzey Radio changed frequency. Yes, we don't have Mowzey Radio with us right now, but his contribution to society should be recognized. At least that would please his spirit. Museums and monuments, or something like a Hollywood Walk of Fame, should be put up to celebrate such amazing humans. These are the heroes that are not celebrated enough, yet they have impacted our history and they have shaped our society.
This is the one thing you should take away from Mowzey Radio.
You are special. I am special. Everybody is special. Let nobody tell you that you cannot do it. So you are so special. Treat yourself special. Every day if you can, you just look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I am special. I am strong. I am a winner. I am not a quitter. I'm going to defeat everybody. I'm going to make it. I'm going to be the greatest.
This video is not about Mowzey Radio. It is a reminder that you have a choice to use your gift of life to make the world a better place, just like Mowzey Radio did. Because today is a gift. Today is all you have. Share and like this video. I'll see you in the next one. And adios.